thing up, Sam J.
Yeah,
Sam
right.
J is having season 2 of Pause, her show
Pause.
on HBO Max. Um,
Yes.
which I had always heard about. I had seen some clips, but I hadn't actually sat down and watched it until you told me I think it's worth watching, and then we can talk about it. And I totally agree. As a white person, it was very uncomfortable, and as it should have been. You know, we deserve to be uncomfortable, but beyond just the topics she tackles, I think just the overall format of the show is
Very cool.
super unique as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very unique. It's very different. And I think, like, I mean, when you talk about just a different point of view, Sam J has a very different point of view in how she tackles topics, but her writing is so impeccable. And
Mm.
like the amount of details that she goes into, like there's such nuances. Like even in watching her special is actually really solid too. Watching her special, the way she talks about different types of topics is very nuanced, but it's very funny and intelligent. And that's what I
Mm.
really like about Sam J. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a big reason why she got picked up for season 2 is because like on the surface, like you may be like, oh, it's people talking about like important topics, but like it's coming from such a unique point of view that me as like a comedian, but also as a white person that would like to be a better white person, you know, um, I think it does a lot beyond just like tackling dope issues that we need to talk about, but also does it in a super unique way that's like part podcast, part like
mm-hmm. Part
like
interview,
interview,
part
part man on the
sketch.
street, part
Yeah,
sketch. Like there's so many different elements that she brings into it that is really inspiring for comedians of what they want to create and maybe how they can start to rethink the traditional format of like a show.
yeah. You know my favorite part, like I know this is a very small little nuanced thing. I love the fact that Sam J has so many comics in her show. Like it's nothing but comedians in her show, and then they all get that HBO credit.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, and some of them are just like sitting and chilling, and it's like, yep, I was on HBO. Like
Yeah,
that.
right.
That's just such a killer, like small little move, but like it's almost like you're building people up to be like, yeah, I was on HBO. I was on the episode of Sam J. Pause. But it's like that's just a cool little like nugget of kind of helping people out that I think is very dope for comedians to do.
Yeah, I agree. And that's what we try to do as well here is like, give comics they shine and give them
Yeah,
opportunities where they may otherwise not get them. And it's cool to see someone at her level doing the same thing as well.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very cool because I've seen like tons of Atlanta comics on there.
Mhm.
Um, like but it's just great. I think that's just the dopest thing, and now they get that credit.
Yeah, so check that out. It comes out on May 20th. When I went to the other screen to be fancy, our timer reset. So, but I think that was about 5 minutes.
That was good. That's
Yeah.
solid.
So check out Sam J's
Yeah,
season 2 of Pause. It's all on
HBO
HBO
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.